Well, just getting tired of talking about the same stuff. I'd have never thought after the way we practiced in the last couple days and even maybe 4 or 5 days that we had come out that passive on both ends of the floor, but we were very, very passive. Starters didn't do a good job of getting us off to a good start. Our defensive game plan is just designed to really try to take one guy away, and that guy had 16 at half. And so we didn't do a good job there, and it affects our offense. We hang our heads too much, get to ourselves too much, and I didn't think we competed at all for the first 25 minutes. And then when we started competing, it's hard to do that against a good team, a good patient team on the offensive end, a team that makes it hard for you on defense. It's a good basketball team, there's no question. Just really disappointed with how we competed in the first 25 minutes.
Questions?
Yeah, Greg, you kind of hit it. I mean, Alize Johnson scores 9 in the first 4 minutes, I think it was, and considering the focus that you had on him, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of things that were disappointing, but was that particularly disappointing, you know, given the defensive focus that you wanted the players to have?
Yeah, it's really disappointing. You know, it's a position we've got hurt at all year. You know that. And, whether we have to have contributions from Matt and Niels and Bronson, and we didn't for about 25 minutes. And when you give up that many points on one end and don't get any rebounds, don't get any points, we're running guys in and out of there. We're trying to find someone to step up, and as a player, that's the kind of challenge you want. I should have guys waiting in line to say, let me guard him. And we just don't have that mentality right now. And the guys get too frustrated. They're negative emotion. They react too much to something. I mean, we're right there at the end too. You know, we can say all that we want. 25 minutes of really poor basketball, and we're down 2. You know, with chances to overcome it. But we're just not a very good team right now. We're not a very good team. We show really good spurts, but that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. What matters is winning and losing, and we're not winning enough games.
I guess if you could put a finger on it, you'd solve it. But I mean, why do you think it's hard sometimes to get a response out of these guys, or out of a certain rotation, or whatever it is? I mean, you know, this obviously has happened in other games as well. I mean, where do you kind of put your finger on that?
Well, I got to do a better job, let's put it that way. I have to do a better job. Players have to do a better job. You know, you can only talk so much. I mean, if you're a competitor at all, you can't wait to get to the gym. You can't wait to go against somebody else, and you fight them every possession. And if something negative happens, that possession's over. You got to win the next one. In the game of basketball, it's possession after possession after possession after possession. And you can't let something that happens poorly to you. You know, use the analogy of the defensive back gets burned for a touchdown. He better not hang his head, or they're going to come right at his butt. And we do that too much. We do that too much, and we've been doing it this year. That's why I don't want to say fragile, but we are a little fragile. You know, maybe you're worried about your own thing too much instead of worried about how we're defending them as a team and how we're moving the ball on offense. So it's frustrating. I mean.
And I suppose what makes it frustrating is the fact that you show that you can do it. You know, as you did through the last 15 minutes of the second half, as you mentioned. You know, guys like Niels actually guarded Alize pretty well in the second half.
Yeah, he did. He did. He actually, his second rotation in the first half, did a good job. Did the best job of anybody throughout the game. And I think it got him going on the offensive end too. You have to be aggressive. You have to be assertive. We're out there in a boxing match, and we're just taking punch after punch after punch, and you can't do that. You got to be tired of getting your butt beat and be more competitive. And I'll say they've really been terrific in practice. That's why I was so surprised the way we started out. But we just have to be better. We just have to be better, and I have to be better.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thanks.